Morning folks, so it's about 6 o'clock in the morning and I've just got up to light the smoker. We've got some friends coming around, or friends and family coming around for dinner tonight, and I'm going to do a long slow Texas style beef brisket on the smoker. Righto, so I'll head inside and trim it up, get it seasoned, let it rest for an hour or so, and then I'll light the smoker. Right, I'm going to chuck some black cracked pepper and salt on this now. So it's roughly a 50-50 mixture of salt and pepper, and I do half cracked pepper and half ground pepper. So I've just set the pit temperature for 106 degrees, and I'll give that half an hour or so to heat up, and then we'll put the meat in there. So our pit temp is 112 at the moment, so I've just closed the vent on the top, and that will stop it heating up. The fan on the little controller's stopped, so that should drop back slightly. So I think it's time to put the brisket in. So I've just got a couple of chunks of apple which I'll put on there. That'll create the smoke and the flavour. It's smoking nicely already. So she's dropped down to 58 pit temp just by taking the lid off. The fans come back on and that'll start cranking up. When it reaches 106, that fan will come off again and hopefully it'll just sit there smoking away nicely. Rightio, so I'm just going to put the probe into the meat now so that I can stop or take it out when it reaches about 65 degrees, and then I'll wrap it in foil and then continue to cook it until it reaches I don't know, close to 100 degrees. So I've just had notification on my phone that we're losing temperature in the pit, so I think it's time for a couple more lumps of charcoal, so we'll have a look out of them. So the alarm's just gone off, we're at 65 degrees, so it's time to wrap it in foil and let it slow cook and tenderise up. So we've just chucked it back on, we've put the probe back into the thick end, we'll chuck a couple more coals on there. So I'm setting the pit target to 148 and target of the meat 94.
Critical battery, please charge.
That's degrees Celsius, 148 pit heat, 148 degrees Celsius, and target meat 94 degrees Celsius. So once it reaches those next lot of temperatures, we'll take it out and we'll rest it, and probably rest it for a good hour, even 2 hours, won't hurt it. So I need some carrots for me coleslaw. Capsicums are going alright. Nice and red. Only small, but they're looking good. Beetroot. Celery. Here's me carrots. Some nice big ones. And white butterflies laying caterpillars in my garden. Look at the little eggs everywhere. Those little dot eggs. Friggin' butterflies. Time to spray the garden again, I think. Make sure they don't hatch. We're just straying our cabbage. So we just need some parsley for on top of the coleslaw. A few stalks of that. So we've got it resting at the moment. Sit out here for an hour and a half or so. And we've got the barbie or the smoker cranking up hot again. We'll unwrap it and chuck it back in there to heat it up about half an hour before we serve it. Rightio, we've got the temperature back up to 148. And we're going to put the meat back in and the spuds to heat them back up, ready for eating. How's the brisket, Will?
Oh mate, I tell ya, moist, all the fat in it, it's breaking apart. Oh. Beautiful guy, well done.
Couldn't even wait to get a plate, just straight into it.
So good.